Good morning and welcome to this Athena Network Bedfordshire and St Albans member interview. I'm here with the lovely Liz King. Hi, Liz.
Hi, how are you, Kate?
I'm really good, thank you. Happy to be here. We were just talking offline about the weather and the fact that it's a bit grim and it's meant to be July and we can't wait to get away. So whatever time of year you're watching this, remember that July 2023 was a bit pants, wasn't it? But to brighten your day, we're here to highlight one of our lovely members. So Liz is a member of the St Albans North Athena group that we run, which runs on the third Wednesday of the month. And we're here to find out a little bit more about her business, her career path, and her tips for business and networking. So we're going to dive right in. And Liz, would you like to share with us simply what is your business and how does it help people?
Yes, certainly. Thanks, Kate. I'm an independent mortgage and protection advisor. So I help first-time buyers or maybe people buying a new house, remortgaging, maybe buying a buy-to-let, to find the best possible mortgage deal for them and the most suitable one. I also advise on protection products, so things like life insurance, critical illness, income protection, perhaps having a look at what people already have in place to see if it's still suitable for them, and advising from there.
Love it. Let me go back to gallery view. Um, so why would someone see when I first started networking, there's a whole bunch of professions I didn't know existed. And that's the beauty of networking is you're like, it's almost like as a consumer, your eyes are opened and it's like, oh my God. And as soon as I met a mortgage advisor, that was it. I never went to the bank anymore. So um the average person does do that ring around and contact the banks themselves. Why would they use you?
So for some people, it would just be getting the best deal. Where I'm independent, I've got about 130 different lenders that I can look across. So there's the high streets like the Barclays, the Halifax, but that people may well phone. But there's also lots of specialist lenders. So if people have maybe slightly adverse credit, they've got maybe other buy to let. Not all the banks like you to have several properties, just slightly more complicated situations that a lot of people have these days. I can look across all the lenders, and come up with the cheapest and also the most appropriate solution for people and the cheapest.
I love that because there are so many people out there who might feel they're in that situation where they're not a lost cause, so to speak, but something's changed in their lives. A friend of mine, for example, separated from her other half, and in the meantime, she'd become self-employed. So it put her in an awful position, and her fixed rate was coming up. And it was a mortgage advisor who was able to help her because just speaking to her lender, it was a little bit computer says no. So, she was potentially going to lose her house. But knowing someone like you means that you have much more comfort, I guess, around what your options are. And it's simply because you guys are qualified to know this stuff, right?
Yeah, and the lender, there's so many, even with self-employed, different lenders will take different figures. So some might take net profit after tax, some might take your salary and dividends, and it's just understanding what's going to work best for that person and how they run their business, and which lenders look at which criteria.
Love it. Okay. And so how did you start your business? How did you end up in mortgages? What's your background?
Well, I used to be more in a corporate world. And then I've got two children, and my youngest is autistic. So I've had to kind of be a bit more creative with how I'm able to work and the flexibility that I need. So starting my own business was the perfect answer. And then I wasn't previously in mortgages, but I've looked at all the different jobs I've had and the aspects of it I've really enjoyed, and then really thought through what that could mean and came up with kind of the mortgage advisor. I love the talking to people and helping people. That aspect of it really appealed to me. So I went and did my exams and got all my licenses that I needed. And then, yeah, I've started the business and it worked. I love it. I love talking to different people and it's like solving puzzles for people, that people come up with these challenges and it's like, oh, how can I do that? And it's like an investigation. And it just fits perfectly with family life and being able to work flexibly and at the times I need to work.
While also having to stay right bang on top of what's changing all the time at the moment, isn't it? The
Uh,
market.
it's a bit of a crazy time in mortgages at the moment. Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, well
Yeah.
done you. I love that you were able to build something very similar to my own story that fit around family and their growing needs. Because sometimes when they're smaller, they don't necessarily have the same needs as when they're older, which is what I found. So,
Yeah.
well done you. And why did you then? It wasn't long, long after that you then joined Athena, was it? Why did you join Athena?
I think starting your own business, it's quite an sort of isolated environment. And speaking to other people that have also got their own businesses and are looking for their own clients and have the similar challenges. And also, it's quite inspirational seeing people that are perhaps slightly further, maybe a few years down the line, that have been through that and can help encourage and support and seeing their journey, I guess.
I love that. And how have you enjoyed it so far? Good.
Yeah, really good, both from a professional point of view of having people be able to advise me and be a bit further down the road so I can take advice from them. And also from a personal point of view, as you say, you don't realize all these professions are out there. So being able to get some help, I've seen a osteo who's part of the group, and things like just getting personal things kind of sorted. It's been really great.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's what it's all about. And so, what tips would you have for someone? And you did it quite recently yourself. What tips would you have for any other women looking to start their own business?
Um, I think it's for me. I think it would have been quite easy to have got overwhelmed with everything. So taking it kind of step by step, little steps, having an overall goal, but knowing that that will take a little bit of time and not beating yourself up, if you make mistakes and go down a route that you think, oh, okay, that didn't work, then everything's a learning experience, even if it's not a path that you're going to carry on with, but you can learn from everything. And also to be open to perhaps things that aren't naturally like I'm not naturally into sales and marketing, things like that, but being open to it and looking at how other people have worked with that and how successful they've been is kind of taking inspiration from that and knowing that perhaps you won't be great at everything, but just trying it all.
I love that. That's really insightful, actually. So, um, I do see a lot of businesses trying to get everything spot on and correct from the off, and actually it kind of stops them getting out there and getting themselves known. So that's
Yeah.
really, really a good advice. Thank you. And what's next for you in the business, Liz?
Well, I'd like to grow the business and perhaps in time have staff. At the moment, it's just me. So perhaps to take on some administration staff so that I can build more clients. And in time, maybe having my own offices and a small team that are working for me. But in time.
I love it. And so how can people, I mean, clearly at the moment you're in a position, I'm going to put that out there, you're in a position where you can really help a lot of people right now. With what's going on in the mortgage
Yeah.
market. So, what would your call to action be? How can people connect with you? Is it that I know you can do a review for people, can't you? Especially if their fixed rates coming up in the next 6 months.
Yeah, definitely. If anybody needs advice, just to check they're on the best deal, to check maybe what they should or shouldn't be doing. Um, I can look at what they've already got in place. Quite happy to have a chat and see if it's something I can help with, or say, okay, no, you're better off staying where you are for another year, and then we'll look in a year's time. And also with any life insurance products that they have, just having a look and checking if that's still appropriate, because a lot of people take those sort of things out and then completely forget about them, and they may be way too high or way too low, or So again, just having a look and seeing if that's something that we need to look at, or perhaps think about it in a couple of years. And also when people are changing circumstances, like you said, something, separating or divorcing, that's a good time again to have a look at what you've got, and is that still appropriate? Is it time to review and have a look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Brilliant. It's been really good to chat with you today, Liz. Thank you so much for coming on and letting me ask my usual questions to you. And I hope for everyone else that was really useful. If you'd like to get in touch with Liz, she'll add her links and stuff in the comments wherever we're posting this. And then also, obviously, if you'd like to visit Liz's Athena group, then ping me a message and we can get you booked in and have you come and aren't you speaking soon, Liz, or did you speak already? You're speaking in the autumn, aren't you?
I am, yeah, I think it's in October in one of the groups. It's
Yeah,
in St Albans South, I think,
I'm looking forward to that.
possibly.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and do pop over any questions that you have. Take care. Thanks, Liz.
Thanks, Kate. Bye.